So you poured your heart and budget into what you thought was the perfect ad campaign, targeted the ideal audience, followed all the best practices, and still watched your ad get ignored. Frustrating, right? But what if I told you that the secret to ads that actually grab attention, the kind that make people stop scrolling, is hiding in plain sight? In words that your customers have already given you. And I've got some goodies added to you in the description below, so check them out. The biggest mistake marketers, my past self included, make is guessing. You guess what features to hype and what problems your audience cares about, and you write copy you think will resonate. As a result, your ads sound generic and feel like ads, which is why people scroll right past them.
I get so tired of shallow information. I wanted real substance.
The thing is, you don't have to play this guessing game. Your customers are literally telling you what they care about every single day in their reviews, support emails, and social comments. People trust user-generated content and peer recommendations way more than polished marketing speak. When your ad copy uses their exact words, those real phrases and emotions your customers actually use, your message stops feeling like an ad and starts feeling like a helpful conversation with a friend.
I mean, this couldn't look any prettier if I did it at home.
I worked on a campaign for a niche e-commerce product where we swapped out polished ad copy for a series of actual customer quotes, literally pulled from reviews and slightly edited for clarity. One of the quotes was so relatable. I've tried every solution out there and this is the first one that actually worked for me. Our click-through rate jumped by almost 2x in a week. Why? Because when prospects saw that ad, they saw themselves. It didn't feel like an ad. It felt like a recommendation from someone in the trenches with them.
Teach you how to make leather? That's crazy. I've actually always wanted to learn. This is incredible.
So let me show you how to do this step by step and how a few raw quotes can outperform the fanciest copy you could dream up. First, you need to dig for gold. And it's buried in your customers' feedback. So start with your product reviews. These are free vault of insights. And don't just skim the 5-star love notes. Pay close attention to the 3 and 4-star reviews and even 2 stars if you have them. Why? That's where your customers often voice hesitations or things they wish that were better. Those bits reveal the pain points and objections that you future buyers might have. For example, say you're marketing the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding Civilization, a real 400-page encyclopedia on how to restart society. Yes, it actually exists. If I were working on ads for the book, I'd read every single review on its product page. And I mean every review, the glowing 5 stars and the grumpy 2 stars alike. In those reviews, I'm hunting for what I call golden nugget quotes. Lines that jump out because they're so honest and very specific. Look for phrases where customers reveal a clear problem or emotion. For instance, one reviewer might confess, "I was skeptical about the price, but it's worth every penny." Boom! Right there we see a common pain point, price, and the customer proclaiming the product's value crushed that worry. One of the easiest ways to mine for reviews effectively is by using Okendo. It's a tool that allows you to better control your data and import and export reviews from different platforms. Because often AI just struggles with getting information from review modules on websites. Once you export all the reviews into a document, you can feed it to AI and start analyzing what you got. Once I find impactful reviews that I know will speak to other customers, I actually add all this information to a production deck in Canva. Make columns for pain points, desires outcomes, and exact words or phrases as you comb through reviews. Sort each insight into those buckets. In the case of the book, I noticed a few recurring themes. Pain points. Price was a hurdle for some. Pricey came up a lot, and a few wanted more step-by-step depth. One essentially said it's more broad than deep. Desired outcomes. Buyers wanted a one-of-a-kind learning experience, something fun and educational to satisfy their curiosity, especially for families and history science geeks. They weren't looking for a dry textbook, they wanted to be inspired and informed. Exact words. The language in the reviews was super telling. Phrases like a delightful blend of history, humor, and how-to kept popping up. That's literally a tagline waiting to happen. Others called it an excellent resource for homeschooling. Imagine how powerful that is for an ad targeting parents. And of course, multiple people said some version of worth every penny, which directly tackles the price objection. By the end of this mining exercise, you've got a swipe file of voice of customer phrases. No guesswork, your customers have done the heavy lifting, telling you exactly what matters to them. And if you want more strategies that build profitable, long-lasting businesses, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Now that you have all these raw nuggets, it's time to shape them into a blueprint for your ad. Think of it like crafting a message with your customer, not at them.
I needed something novel, something that not only informed me, but also delighted my curious mind.
Review your findings and identify the patterns. What pains come up again and again? What ultimate benefit or transformation are people excited about? And which exact words or metaphors keep appearing? Those are the anchor points for your ad.
It's tough finding something unique that's also meaningful.
Let's continue with our example. After reading dozens of reviews for the book, here's a hypothetical blueprint. Address the top pain point first. In this case, many folks are weary of gimmicky survival guides or overpriced books. So a hook might be, tired of survival guides that cost a fortune and collect dust? Here's why 300,000 people say this one is worth every penny. Notice worth every penny is straight from a real customer quote. And instant credibility. Problem inside. So highlight the problem in customers' words. Most books just tell you what to learn, not how to actually do anything. Frustrating, right? This feeling actually came from a review comparing other guides unfavorably, a sentiment a lot of prospects share. Solution transformation. Now introduce the product as the answer, again leveraging review language. Meet the book that one reader called a delightful blend of history, humor, and how-to. It's not a textbook, it's an adventure. You'll go from I have no idea how that works to so that's how to make penicillin from scratch. Here we mix a direct quote with a bit of imaginative storytelling to paint the after state. Proof benefits. In customers' words, this is where you rapid fire those golden nuggets as bullet points or quick visuals in a video ad. Real snippets like gorgeous illustrations on every page. Many reviews praise the art. I homeschooled my kids and this became our favorite curriculum. It's like having a time-traveling mentor in hardcover. If a customer didn't say that exact line, they certainly implied the feeling. Each quote hits a different benefit. Visual appeal, educational value, emotional impact, they don't sound like bragging when they're coming from genuine customer voices. Call to action. Finally tell the viewer what to do with the last dose of confidence. Don't take my word for it, take theirs. If you're ready to actually enjoy learning and be prepared for anything, grab the book today. Your future self might just thank you. Here, take theirs implies the customer testimonials reinforcing trust right before the CTA.
If we take a step backwards as a society, this might be the book.
Notice how in this blueprint the customer's voice is front and center at every stage. The hook tackles a pain point they brought up. The solution quotes a benefit they praised. The proof section is literally their words. This way the ad speaks directly to the next customer in the language of past customers. It's empathetic and specific rather than another marketer hype fest. All of this proves a point. When you reflect your audience's feelings and victories back at them, marketing gets a lot easier. Why keep struggling with ads that feel like an interruption when you could create ads that feel like a solution your customer has been searching for? Now watch this video next to learn how I write winning direct response scripts fast and easy.